Imagine transforming your life just by asking yourself the right questions. Today, we explore 13 powerful Stoic questions that can redefine your path. This isn't just another self-help video. It's about engaging in a process of deep, introspective inquiry. We're going to delve into the core tenets of Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in accordance with nature. You've likely heard the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Well, it's more than just a catchy phrase. It has profound implications for how your character develops and the trajectory your life takes. Ask yourself, are the people you're closest to lifting you up or dragging you down? Do they share your values? Do they challenge you to grow or keep you stuck in comfortable mediocrity? These are not easy questions, but they are essential. Take a hard look at your social circle. If you find it doesn't align with the person you aspire to be, it might be time for some difficult but necessary adjustments. One of the most liberating Stoic principles is the recognition that our power lies solely in our own actions and responses. We can't control the weather, the economy, or the actions of others. Yet, we often waste precious energy worrying about these externalities. Think about a situation in your life right now that's causing you stress. Now ask yourself, is this something I have direct control over? If the answer is no, and it often is, then you have a choice. Continue to be tormented by the uncontrollable or shift your focus to what you can influence. This might mean changing your approach, adapting to the circumstances, or simply letting go. We often drift through our days reacting to whatever comes our way. But what if you could design your day intentionally, aligning your actions with your deepest values and aspirations? Take some time to envision your ideal day. What would you be doing? Who would you be with? What kind of impact would you be making? This isn't about creating an unrealistic fantasy. It's about setting a clear direction for your life. Once you have a vision, start incorporating small elements of that ideal day into your current routine. It could be as simple as adding a 20-minute walk in nature, dedicating an hour to a passion project, or having a meaningful conversation with a loved one. These small steps, taken consistently, can lead to profound transformations. Impact versus recognition. What do you value? We live in a world obsessed with external validation. Social media, in particular, has amplified our craving for likes, followers, and the fleeting dopamine rush of recognition. But true fulfillment comes from making a real difference, from contributing something meaningful to the world. Think back to a recent decision you made. Were you primarily motivated by the desire for recognition or by the potential for genuine impact? Were you trying to impress others or to truly make a difference? It's a difficult question, but an important one. Remember, the most meaningful work is often done quietly, without fanfare, and driven by a deep sense of purpose. If I am not for me, who is? If I am only for me, who am I? This quote from Rabbi Hillel perfectly encapsulates the delicate balance we must strike between self-interest and our responsibility to others. It's easy to fall into the trap of extreme individualism, believing that our needs and desires should always come first. But a life solely focused on the self is ultimately a shallow and meaningless existence. On the other hand, constantly sacrificing our own well-being for the sake of others can lead to resentment and burnout. True fulfillment lies in finding the middle ground, in cultivating a compassionate heart without losing sight of our own needs and aspirations. Start by identifying one small act of kindness you can do for someone else today, even if it's just lending a listening ear or offering a word of encouragement. At the same time, commit to doing something nurturing for yourself, whether it's taking a break, engaging in a favorite hobby, or simply allowing yourself to rest. What are you missing by worrying? Worry, anxiety, fear. These are the thieves of joy, the insidious voices that rob us of the present moment. When we're consumed by worry, we become blind to the good things in our lives, deaf to the laughter of loved ones, and numb to the beauty that surrounds us. The next time you find yourself caught in the grip of anxiety, ask yourself, what am I missing by worrying? What opportunities am I failing to see? What relationships am I neglecting? What experiences am I letting pass me by? Worry is often a misguided attempt to control the uncontrollable. By recognizing this, we can start to loosen its grip and redirect our energy towards more productive and fulfilling pursuits. In the vast tapestry of existence, we all have a role to play, a unique set of gifts to offer the world. But it's easy to get sidetracked by distractions. to compare ourselves to others, and to lose sight of our own individual purpose. Ask yourself, what is my job? What is the one thing that I, and only I, can contribute? It might be your work, your creative pursuits, your role as a parent, friend, or mentor. Whatever it is, commit to doing it with excellence, with integrity, and with your whole heart. The world needs your unique gifts, and it's up to you to share them. We live in a world of constant stimulation, bombarded by information demands and the relentless pursuit of more. It's easy to get caught up in the trivial, to allow our attention to be hijacked by the latest news cycle or social media drama. But in the grand scheme of things, how much of what we stress about truly matters? The next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, hit the pause button and ask yourself, will this issue still matter in a week, a month, a year? If the answer is no, then let it go. Focus your energy on the things that have lasting significance, the things that bring you joy, and the things that contribute to a life of meaning and purpose. Each moment is a precious gift, a fleeting opportunity to experience the richness of life. Yet, we often squander these moments, allowing them to slip away unnoticed and unappreciated. We scroll through social media, mindlessly consume entertainment, and engage in activities that leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. Ask yourself, will I look back on this moment as a live time or dead time? Will I remember it with fondness or regret? Make the conscious choice to fill your days with experiences that matter, with activities that ignite your passions, and with connections that nourish your soul. Choose to be fully present in each moment, to savor the simple pleasures, and to make each day a celebration of life. Whether we realize it or not, we are all creators. We create our lives through our choices and actions. We create art, music, businesses, and relationships. And in any creative endeavor, it's essential to know your audience. Who are you trying to reach with your message? What are their needs, desires, and aspirations? By understanding your audience, you can tailor your efforts to resonate with them deeply, to inspire, to educate, and to make a meaningful impact. Take a moment to reflect on a current project or area of your life where you are creating something. Identify your target audience and ask yourself, how can I better serve them? By shifting your focus from yourself to the needs of others, you not only increase your chances of success, but also tap into a deeper well of creativity and fulfillment. Every decision we make, every action we take, shapes the person we are becoming. It's easy to get caught up in the momentum of daily life, to react impulsively, and to make choices that don't align with our values. But in the quiet moments of reflection, we must ask ourselves, is this who I want to be? Does this action reflect the best version of myself? Does it align with my long-term goals and aspirations? If the answer is no, then we have a responsibility to ourselves to make a change. We have the power to choose who we want to be, but it requires constant vigilance, self-awareness, and the courage to course-correct when necessary. This is perhaps the oldest and most profound philosophical question. Countless philosophers, theologians, and spiritual seekers have grappled with it throughout history. And while there is no single definitive answer, the Stoics believe that meaning is not something we find, but something we create through our actions and choices. Reflect on a recent decision or action that felt deeply meaningful to you. What was it about that experience that gave it weight and significance? How did it contribute to your sense of purpose? By identifying the moments that make our hearts sing, that ignite our passions, and that fill us with a sense of fulfillment, we begin to uncover our own unique meaning and purpose in the grand tapestry of existence. In a world overflowing with distractions and demands, it's essential to develop a keen sense of what truly matters. We are bombarded with messages telling us what to buy, what to wear, and how to live our lives. But much of this is noise, designed to keep us distracted and disconnected from our own internal compass. Take a moment to examine your to-do list, your schedule, and your commitments. Ask yourself, does this actually matter? Is it essential to my well-being? Does it contribute to my goals? Does it bring me joy? If the answer is no, then be ruthless in eliminating it. Free yourself from the tyranny of the unimportant so you can focus your energy on the things that truly nourish your soul and make your life worth living. We've covered a lot of ground, delved into some difficult questions. But the Stoics weren't about passive contemplation. They were about action, about taking these principles and integrating them into your life day by day, decision by decision. Remember, life isn't about arriving at some perfect destination. It's about the journey, the constant striving to become a better version of yourself. So take these questions, let them resonate within you, and use them as a guide on your own unique path to transformation.